Basically, it's the idea that we have easier ways to transmit television and also many alternative platforms, satellite, cable, terrestrial, the internet, in addition to the traditional airwaves, analog airwaves that we had. And the difference that it makes is that it allows for a great segmentation of content. Now we have many very specialized channels when before we had 4 or 5 or 6 or 3 or 4 general channels. That has had a very important impact in the way television is delivered, the same type of content. It's now through, in general, channels, but also a variety of very specialized channels. It's a new reality that we're not used to. We're used to the days when people watch television almost full-time as an exclusive activity. So those days are gone. So that's one thing that we have to understand, that television is not going away as a form of, as a medium, as a form of entertainment, but the way we watch television is changing a little bit. What is happening in media more generally, and this is similar to what I already mentioned, is a great fragmentation of audiences. This isn't only true in television, it's also true in the printed press, it's also true on the internet, it's true on radio, it's true in many different media. There's been a great fragmentation. And that does create a problem for advertisers. Notwithstanding all this fragmentation, all of these different possible channels, television remains still as a very important source for reaching the masses. And I think that would still be important, especially, as I said, for some specific types of content like sports and some other forms of entertainment. From a technology point of view, there are a number of interesting things developing. Of course, there's 3D, and James Cameron and others predict that this will be definitely the future, that the technology will improve, and that in 10 years' time we'll all be watching 3D television. Some technological development will be required before that happens. I doubt that will happen. I think that 3D will play a more important role in movies than in television, but we'll see. Release window system is the idea that a movie is first distributed in movie theaters, then in premium television, then in DVDs, then airplane flights, and so forth. Technology, our new technology, allows us to now distribute it in premium television without any major risk of piracy. In any event, piracy happens no matter what you do. And so one possibility is for the entire traditional window system to disappear, so that new movies will be released on premium television at the same time as they are on the movie theaters. Sports and movies are perhaps two of the most important pieces of content in terms of value in television. So that is another one. Speaking of sports, that's another area that has been evolving in Europe, in particular in Spain. One important change that we'll see in the near future in Spain is collective negotiations of rights for football sales, transmissions. And that, I think, will also change the balance of power between clubs and the media. Well, I think the goals of desirable regulation in media is to maintain a healthy degree of competition. And one important threat to a competition in media is the possibility that through contracts and through strategies, some larger companies may be able to foreclose and exclude other competitors.